I started my debt-free journey in September of 2023, and I made my first debt payment at the end of September 2023. It is now March 2024, and I have completed 6 months of debt payments. So in today's video, we are going to be running it back, and I'm going to be giving you a 6-month update on my debt paid, my debt balance, my credit score, and my debt strategy. So if that is something that you're here for, let's get into it. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine, aka Budget Treasures, and here on my channel I talk about all things finance with the emphasis on budgeting, saving money, and paying off debt. And I really encourage that you subscribe if this is the kind of content that you are looking for. If you are returning bestie, hey girl, hey. Thank you so much for tuning back in. I am really excited about this video because, like I said, we are looking back to see how much progress I have made from my first video where I basically told you guys I need to pay off this debt. So let's, create a plan, create a strategy, and move towards doing that. It has been 6 months now, and I have completed making debt payments every single month since I started, and I just want to take a look back to see where everything is, and all that good stuff. So I am using my debt-free journey workbook to track my debt-free journey. I absolutely love my workbook. It is just gives me excitement. I'm encouraged, I'm motivated to pay off debt. And that's pretty much what some of us need. Because let me tell you something, it's not fun paying off debt, let me tell you, okay? So the very first thing that I do want to do is I want to look over the plan, the original plan that I had, and I said, hey, this is what I'm going to do to pay off this good old debt. My why, let's see if my why has changed from 6 months ago to today. So I want to increase my credit score again. I'm ready to start my homework projects again. I am tired of having a million bills. I want my money to do things that I love, and I do want to purchase more real estate in the future. So my why for paying off debt is pretty much the same. Nothing has changed in regards to my why. The method is the debt snowball and the debt priority method that I'm doing. And this is pretty much the same. What income will I use to pay off debt? Side hustle and 9-to-5 income. Has any of this changed? No, it has not. And what day will I make my debt payments? I will make them on the last day of the month. That has not changed moving forward. And then how long will it take me to pay off my debt? So I said hopefully less than 6 months. I was dreaming. I had said less than 6 months before I had calculated everything. And then I said as fast as I can. So I had updated that October 14th. It was 1 year or less. So after we complete the 6-month update, I will look and see if I want to change anything here as it relates to when I want to pay all of this off. So here's the debt overview. I started with a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I had a total of 11 debts. Let me back up really quick before I start to talk about the debt overview page, because I really don't know if I've said this before, but I am gonna have different phases of debt payments. This is the first phase of debt payments. This is really all of the debt that I have, the most debt. There's one more debt that I have, and then I know that I'm gonna have some tax debt that I'm gonna need to pay. That's gonna be phase 2. Right now, this is phase 1. Phase 2 will come, and I'll talk about that. And then phase 3, will there be phase 3 is my student loans. I do have student loans, but I don't have to pay them as of yet because I haven't graduated yet. But I do plan on getting back into school and finishing my degree, and then I will work towards paying that off. So phase 3 will probably be a while before that comes. Phase 2, I'll talk about those debts after phase 1 is done. So I don't know if I ever said that even on the original video, but I do have more debt, a court debt and taxes. That will be in phase 2, and then phase 3 is student loans. So here in phase 1, this was a more immediate debt. And if you want to know why I'm not including phase 2 into phase 1, is because as it relates to my taxes, I don't know how much it is I'm gonna have to pay. So I can't pay something that I don't know, and I don't know until I actually file my taxes. And then and then the court date, that is just something that I really don't mind paying the minimum for right about this moment in my life. I'd rather do other things first before paying that off, and that's a decision that I made. So now I'm back to the debt overview page. So I have I don't even remember what I counted. I should probably write this down. So all right, so we have 11 debts that I have for that in phase 1 that we're paying off. It was a total of $33,405.22. And I have paid off 7 of the 11 debts. And you can see what's left is my 401k loan 1, my 401k loan 2, taxes. These are my supplemental taxes. These are home associated with my house, city taxes, and then my personal taxes here that's left for me to pay off. And as you can see, these are some of the heftier debts that I am gonna need to pay off. So I will calculate everything shortly. And as you can see here, my monthly debt balances, I started in September, and the balance wasn't $28,468. It was actually $33,405. So anyway, this is where I am now in February. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to, because this is wrong. I don't know why the balance is showing. Oh, it's showing that because the starting balance was $33,405, and then I paid $5,415, and then that was the balance after that. Now here in the debt tracker, you can see where I paid my Mastercard off in full, I paid my Visa off in full, my Macy's credit card, my Capital One got paid off in full. Here my personal loan got paid off in full, ADT equipment was paid off in full, and then my Apple credit card that was paid off in full. So these are all of my debt progress jars, which I just love the way these look. So I paid off all my debt progress jars. See? This was the last thing that I paid off, and then my debt progress jars that I have coming up. So I am gonna need to do a credit score, but first let's go ahead and document how much money I have paid in debt. And the way that I am going to calculate that is I am just gonna add from my monthly debt balance, I'm gonna add everything that I paid here, and that will let me know how much money I paid in debt. And then I'm gonna see if it comes out to $17,471.33. It might be off a couple cents based upon the interest, but it should be close to around that amount. So let's see.
Do you believe? Straight from a party, we're all on a roll tonight. Women be sparky, all the men be dancing right, moving my body, clubbing feels so sweet. We turn and turn and turn again. We turn and feel the heat. Straight from a party, music's coming your way. I will be smiling, you'll be so fine. Do you believe there's a young world in my heart, telling me to dance, taking a chance? If you believe there's a young world to come about, young world shaking the ground.
So the numbers are in. I had a starting debt of $33,405.22. Debt paid over the last 6 months has been $16,101.81. You guys, what? Whole debt balance is $17,471.33. So when I did the calculations of just adding and subtracting, when I took 33,405.22 and I subtracted 16,101.81, I got $17,303.41, which is not far off from this balance. But the reason why this is higher is because I do still have debts that are incurring interest. So that's the reason why it's a little bit higher. But let me tell you guys, I am so proud of myself. Like, for real, for real. I'm super proud of myself. I set myself on this journey to do something hard that I never thought that I could do. You know, taking patience and just working it. And I can see that my hard work is paying off. So if I take a look at the debt overview page and you know how much I have left of debt for this phase one, it took me 6 months to pay off $16,000 worth of debt. And if I have about 17 left, I'm thinking it'll take me about another 6 months to pay off the rest of it. And then that'll take me to a year. So I'm thinking by September or by October, I'll say by October, this is an update. What's today? Today that I'm filming this is March the 3rd or 4th, or what day is it? The 4th, 2024. I'm thinking debt free phase one. Let me make sure I say that. Debt free phase one will be by October 2024. Do you guys think that I can do it? I'm still going to make my payments at the last day of the month. Now I'm going to be using the debt priority method because what's next for me to pay off, I'm looking to pay off my supplemental taxes. And the reason why I'm looking to pay this one off first is because I want my mortgage to decrease by $200. And then I want my mortgage to decrease by $200. I think that's the only, and then because I want to put my mortgage back on auto pay. So right now, the additional $200 that I have to pay, I am paying that from my side hustle money. So I can still have it on auto pay, but the reason why I don't is because I pay it from a totally different account. So, you know, it's a little complicated, but FYI, I do want to put my mortgage back on auto pay. And I want my mortgage to decrease by $200. So this is next. This is the priority for me in this moment. And then after I'm done paying that off, then I am going to probably go to my, I don't know right now. It'll be out of the 401k or the personal taxes. It'll probably be the personal taxes because that one will be the easier one to just knock out, and then I'll be working on these two last. So I think that's the order I'm going to do it in. I'm going to do supplemental taxes, personal taxes, and then the 401k loans will be last to pay off. And then I will be all done. I'm just super happy and proud of myself for this work that I have been putting in. Hustling. I do want to also talk about Well, I did talk about how I'm making these payments, these large payments, and that is from side hustling, which is very important. So if you are able to put in any type of side hustle work, that's overtime at work, starting your own business, selling a product, doing surveys, there are just millions of ways that you can make additional money in order to help you to pay off your debt. That has helped me tremendously. Now let's talk about the credit part. Let me first say I am not a credit expert at all. I can only share with you what I'm doing and if it's working or not. And I'm not suggesting that you do it the way that I'm doing it. I'm just sharing because I'm transparent. I started off, remember you guys, when I was like, oh my God, I don't know which one, you know, is it 581 as far as a credit score, or is it 621? So I have been using Experian to track my credit score. And I really like the Experian app. It's something that I have on my phone, and I really love that it sends me emails and it says, hey, congratulations, Jasmine, your credit score has increased, or hey, your credit score has decreased, or we're excited because your credit utilization has been lowered, or we're excited there's been someone who's well, not excited, but here's a notification alert, someone just accessed your credit. I really love that app, and it keeps me updated on my credit score. This video is not sponsored by Experian. However, I would love to be sponsored by them because I really do use their app. 100% I use it. I log in often, especially when I get an alert to see like if my credit score has increased or not. And I really like the app because since I have AAA, I heard that I get the special package. So I'm going to be signing up for that one. I also did see on my credit that I have a collection. What? I was like, who is this? And it looks like it's from my old car insurance that I used to have years ago. And so I don't know what that's about. It's $59. So I'm going to call and figure out what that's about. And I'm going to be working to get that taken off of my credit. So I will give you guys updates about that and how that works and etc. So in September, I had a credit score, I'm following Experian, of 621. In December, I was at 681. And now we are in March. And I am going to let you guys know where I am. So I did pull my credit report this morning because I got an alert that said, hey, we're excited, your credit score has increased. And usually they'll email you anytime you get an increase. Half a point, 1 point, 2 points. They like, hey, progress is progress. You are moving in the right direction. So I did get an email alert that let me know that my credit score increased. I logged in and I checked it. And I want you guys to tell me how much of an increase do you think I made? So I'm giving you a few minutes to go ahead and put in the chat where you guys think my credit score is. All right, so I logged in and my credit score is now 705. And they say it's good. I don't know if it's good or not, but that's what Experian says. So I'm gonna believe Experian. So I'm excited about that. Very proud of myself. So 705 minus 621 is 84 points. So my credit score has increased within the last 6 months of 84 points. And let me tell you guys, or let me show you what that comprises of, okay? I'm gonna let you in and give you the tea. So what I am showing here is a scale from 300 to 850. And I am showing that what's highlighted for me is good. And what's comprised of my credit score, it's saying that my payment history is fair. And it's 35% of the score. So let me write this down for you guys. All right, so these are the credit score ingredients. Payment history makes up of 35% of your score. Amount of debt is 30% of your score. Length of credit history is 15% of your score. Amount of new credit, 10% of your score. And then your credit mix is 10% of your score. Oops, I should have put score. So as I look at each one of these for me, for my payment history, I am showing fair. So let me write this here. I guess I don't know what color that should be in. Purple, that's the color I have right here. So I'm just gonna put, for me, it's fair. So the definition for amount of debt is the amount of credit you're using is a very important category of credit data for the FICO score. FICO scores consider the total balance owed, how many accounts have balances, and how much of your available credit that you're using. So I believe that the recommended amount is to have 10% or less. They look at the individual debt, but then they also look at it as a whole. And for me, they're saying that this is very good. And that's because, as you can see, I've paid off the majority of my credit card. Well, all of my credit cards. I'm credit card debt free. So that's the reason why that is very good. My length of credit history. This is also very good. Now, let's talk about the length of credit history. So FICO score takes into account how long your credit accounts have been established, including the age of your oldest account, the age of your newest account, and the average age of all of your accounts. So for me, it is very good. Now, I will tell you that some people was telling me that I should not have closed my credit card that I had. It was like a 200, the very first credit card that I had, and I paid it off. And my score did drop, but then it just went right back up because eventually it's no longer gonna matter for me. And because I wasn't looking to use my credit in the near future, I knew that it was okay for me to go ahead and close that credit card because it's really not going to affect me. So yes, I have closed credit cards on my journey. Well, one credit card on my journey. And then amount of new credit, that's 10% of the score, and it's showing that this is very good for me also. And this is when considering your amount of new debt. FICO score takes into account how many new accounts you're recently opening. Now, I have opened up a credit card. I just told you guys, so my credit might dip a bit, but it'll just go back up. And then credit mix, it's saying for me is very good also. It's saying that my credit mix is, I have bank issue credit cards, I have revolving accounts, and then I have installments, loans, including mortgages. So that mix is good for me also. What's hindering me right now is, of course, the collections that I have on my credit that I need to figure out what that is. And then my payment history is fair. My payment history is not good. I need to work on that. And with the payment history, I believe that late payments, I heard, I don't know the truth to this, but I heard that they drop off in 2 years. So my last, I think I had some late payments last year. So it's going to take a while for those to fall off, but I don't plan on needing my credit for a while. So by the time I need it, hopefully this is very good. So this is what I am using to, manage my credit score right now. I have not looked at Equifax and I have not looked at TransUnion. For my credit score right now, like I stated, I'm only tracking it by Experian. So I hope that this was very helpful to tell you guys as far as the credit. But remember, like I said, I got this all from Experian. I'm not a credit person, like, by far. I'm learning, and I'm gonna let you guys know what happens to that account. I'll let you guys know what I do to get that collections taken off. I'm gonna write on here, this was updated 3/4/2024, and I'm just gonna put it in here just for me to. This is the reason why I absolutely love personal binders or personal planners, because you really get to personalize it. So I'm adding this in here. So the next time I do an update, I probably will do like this is our 6-month update. I might do a 9-month update. Yeah, I might do a 9-month update and see how everything is going. But at least I know here how everything was looking as it relates to my credit score and as it relates to the balances. So everything is looking very, very good. Super proud of myself and the progress that I have made. And if I can do it, you can do it too. If you are interested in the Debt-Free Journey workbook, I will have it linked down below. You print it out. It is a digital copy, and that way you're able to personalize it however you want to. You can add pages or not. I have gotten a lot of inquiries about people wanting already printed book. I don't know if I'm going to explore that. I might, and I'll let you guys know if I do, if that's something that you're interested in. But that is it for today's video. If you made it this far, can you guys give me a red X in the comments? Because we are getting rid of this debt in 2024 and we are doing the hard thing. If you have some updates, please let us know in the comments so that we can celebrate with you. You guys have been a tremendous blessing to my life. I thank you so much for being here, always and forever, even if this is your very first video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Go be great. Peace out.